everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 88 and today we're going to be working on the Sahara Redstone system with Iskall. This is something that I have been excited for and also terrified of for weeks now, ever since I designed it, because this is like the heart of Sahara, but also it's quite a big redstone project. So let's not waste any time. Let's meet up with him and see what's going on.
I gotta say, Mumbo, this is quite a bit of redstone.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's been doing okay.
How long have you been AFK'd in this thing?
Well, so I think I did about 2 nights, and then I think Grian might have done a couple nights as well. And
for goodness sake.
Oh, he's there with a parrot as well. He's brought a parrot along.
Yeah, that parrot has been sat there for a while. I found it the other day. What is this man doing except for building amazing things? But look at him, he's just...
Why do we invite him to our projects? Like, seriously, I know he's good at building, right? And yeah. I mean, I know he can create some nice structures, but I don't know if it's worth it, mate, to be honest with you. I honestly don't.
I have to say, I kind of feel sad for the parrot, though. I don't know. I just look at him, and I feel that the parrot is like, oh no, not
yeah,
again.
I can see the sadness in its eyes. Those are dead eyes right there. There are no, you know, there's no light in those. That scenes some horrors. That parrot.
He needs protection.
Well, I'm not going to come near your parrot. I think he needs protecting from you, mate. Should we go back to the redstone? Should we just leave him over there? Okay, hopefully this place should be a little bit better. I mean, this is like a very redstone-based world.
Yep.
I think we should be able to get some peace and quiet. So I guess this is what we're going to be working on.
I don't hear any stupid music, so that's good.
No, there's no parrots allowed.
Exactly. Do you even remember this, though? Because, I mean, how long ago was it that you designed
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I really can't remember quite how it works. I mean, I know it's modular, it's 4 blocks wide, we've got the pulse extenders out the back, they set how many items go into the shulker boxes, so that's all good.
That's one module there in width.
Yeah. So it's kind of, I mean, it should be quite easy. We should be able to, I think it's one of those things that once we've built enough of them, we'll become pretty fluent at it. But I mean, how many are we going to build?
I mean, I kind of measured out the warehouse, and we can fit maybe 40.
40?
In there.
40?
Yeah. I mean, it's 1 per item, though. It's 1 module per item. People are saying in the comments, they're like, I thought you were going to sell everything. I'm like, no. Why would we sell diamonds for diamonds?
That's true, yeah.
That's kind of weird.
I mean, 40 is a lot. But how many items
40 is a lot.
Are we going to sell? Seriously? Is it planning to be 40?
How many were you planning to build? Like 5?
Oh, I mean, 5 was even a bit much. I was thinking 4.
We're gonna say, wait, we built this massive building.
Oh wait, what? I give up. I give up on this project. You come along and tell me that I need to build 36 more of these than I was expecting, right? And then he's in here somewhere. The other guy, I saw a part. There's a parrot. There's a parrot.
Oh no.
Right, that's it. We're done. Okay, we're done. Sahara is over. I'm gonna make my own one. It's gonna be called, I don't know any other deserts.
Gotta be quick now.
Yeah.
Mountains.
Mountains. Everest. It's gonna be called Everest. All right.
Everest.
I'm off. I'm gonna cut out my pause. So that seems really quick that I came up with that.
How did he get the IP for this server, though? Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, okay. Look. We're going to have to put up with the music for a little while. I was just joking. I'm fully prepared to build 40 of these things. And as I say, it should be relatively easy. We just need to make sure that we have everything resource-wise all prepared beforehand. And then we can just shoot on through it. It'll be done.
Yeah. Did you craft anything up yet? Or are we doing that first?
No, we got to do that first, dude. Yeah.
Okay. I was having high hopes there. But all right.
A very long time later.
Now, this took us quite a while.
Yep.
But yeah, this is quite ridiculous. Why do we have... Oh, you know what? It would have looked so much better if we wouldn't have had that there.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like, yep, we've got loads of items. Look at this. And then you open just a dud last chest.
It's just empty.
We're trying to inflate the look of our resources. We should have only opened the first 3. We should have chests and chests lined up that are all empty.
Just left them. Yeah, dude. Next Next segment, that's totally what we do. That's brilliant. So I also laid down a thing here, which looks a little bit like a circus.
Yep.
But I had this idea of, because we said we did get an agreement from the G-Man, right? That we could make them yellow.
Yeah, I believe so, yep.
But I thought, because like we're stacking these next to each other, they're 4 wide each.
Yep.
I thought it would be cool to go orange-yellow.
That seems cool to me.
Now that I look at this, it kind of looks like a circus tent.
That's all right, though, because it's going to be like an industrial circus tent. They're not going to be flat like that. You're not going to kind of see it in that style. Otherwise, I definitely would disagree. But I think with like all of the redstone all over the place and everything, it's going to look really, really impressive in here.
I'm super excited. Whew.
Are we going to start work on this? Is it time? I've been putting this off for ages, dude.
Yeah.
I've been pretending to see my grandparents.
You had pretend trips.
Oh, dude, I'm away from the computer today, man.
I had a friend once.
Yep.
And his mother used to cook stuff, and I didn't like to eat hers. Not because she was a bad cook, but just I didn't like her food.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
At one point, she forced me to have dinner with them when I was seeing my friends.
Wow. Okay.
And she made some chicken stew with peanuts in it.
Right.
Anyway,
you?
One thing led to another, and for the next 9 years that I was friends with this guy, I faked having a peanut allergy.
I knew that was coming. I can't believe you have done that. I look at you in a different way. I genuinely do right now.
I hate peanuts in food.
That's hilarious. That is the best thing ever. I mean, I hope that he's watching now, and I hope the mum's watching now.
No, I forgot about that. Dang it.
That's so funny.
By the way, did you see all these resources we got?
All right.
Oof, so many chests. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I opened the dud chest again. You know what? I'm not cut out for this. Should we just start building? Okay.
Yeah, let's just do this.
Okay. Yeah. Now, we thought this would work well in the form of third-person time-lapse, and I thought during this third-person time-lapse I would talk to you about my YouTube schedule, because my YouTube schedule has been a little bit up in the air lately for a number of different reasons. Obviously, my entire life is kind of up in the air at the minute because I'm in the middle of buying my first house, which is exciting but a nightmare. I don't know if you guys have ever bought a house before, but don't. I'm kidding. No, do. But just prepare yourselves, because lawyers, real estate agents, surveyors, you have to chase up everything about 15 times over. It's completely crazy. And then, of course, the fact that I've moved out of the studio into my VW bus because of construction works. I have a ton of filming projects on and a bunch of other exciting projects that I'm trying to work on in this mess as well. It's all a bit nuts, and that means that over the past couple of weeks I've kind of reduced my schedule just a tiny bit, from 6 videos a week down to 5 videos a week. So we've lost 1 redstone video a week, and that's simply because, I mean, the way that I do YouTube is I use my maximum available time to make videos. The maximum. I use all my available time making these videos, and I recently, I've had less time to work with. My maximum available time has been significantly reduced, and I thought, instead of sticking with the same number of videos, making 6 videos out of a smaller amount of time, aka making worse videos, I thought I would just reduce the number of videos that I make, dedicate the same quantity of time, if not more, to each video, and continue to produce good content. Because, you know, the famous saying, you know, is quality not quantity. That definitely is something that I'm very, very conscious of, and I wanted to continue to produce really good content for you guys. So that's how it's going to be for the foreseeable future, until I get my feet back on the ground again. I hope that's okay. This is impressively loud in here. I might actually have to get some form of like I don't know, how would I stop this?
I just wait. If it's a hailstorm,
I can't even hear you.
If it's a hailstorm, it's gonna pass.
Well, I hope so. It's getting worse. What is going on? How is it getting heavier? Oh wait, I'm gonna have to film this. This is ridiculous. I've got like the heaviest hails in the world. Dude, he's like...
I can hear it, dude. It sounds like someone's opening a crisp box behind you.
Yeah, it's like someone's popped all the popcorn. Which, yeah, I think this highlights one of the bigger flaws of recording from VW Bus, and that is the weather. The weather is the thing. That's the only issue with this. Everything else is perfect. I'm super snug. It's acoustically dead. It sounds fantastic in here. It's really, really comfortable. I can stay in here all day long, and it looks fantastic. I absolutely love the way it feels recording in the VW Bus. But blimey, the weather can kill you. I mean, I've had direct sunshine turns into a greenhouse. That's a problem. It gets very warm. I've had cold where there's frost on the inside of the windows. It got that cold in here, and all of my drinks froze. That was a problem. And now I've had hailstorms. Yeah, I think the weather might be what kills this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have managed to build within, I think it was about 3.5 hours that we were time-lapsing. I'm not 100% certain, but yeah. This is how far we have got. So, I think we're around about halfway done. I mean, I think in total, it was 47 modules we can fit in this space right here. And we have got, well, we've got 2 rows of them. So there's going to be another 2 rows running off like this. But as you can see, it's looking so industrial and so ridiculously cool. I mean, and this isn't even all of it, because each one of these is also going to have a pulse extender running out the back of it, which is going to be controlling the number of items that are being allowed into the shulker boxes. We're also going to have all of the water streams underneath, which are going to be moving all the items around, and we're going to have all the minecart rails on the top, which are going to be moving all of the shulker boxes around, all the empty shulker boxes. So this is a serious build, but we've made a decent chunk of progress on it today. Anyway, we're going to run back over to another area of the Hermitcraft server now, because there is a big project that I want to start on in today's Hermitcraft episode that I'm very, very excited for. So, with the witch farm project, we have got ourselves a massive hole. Okay, we've got a massive amount of space to play with here, and I feel like it's a waste just having it totally empty. So I've been thinking we should probably put 1 or 2 farms in this space. And one of the first farms that I've wanted to build for ages but never had the space for is a ridiculous melon and pumpkin farm that makes use of flying machines. Now looking at this space, we can have one on this side and one on that side, and there'll be like strips that go from one end to the other. And I think it's just going to look so dramatic and amazing. So here is the design by Ilmango. And as we can see, it's probably one of the coolest things to watch I can actually think of. I mean, just look at this thing. It is totally and utterly ridiculous. And look how fast the melons and pumpkins grow as well afterwards. They're basically, the farm is basically fully regrown by the time the flying machines reach the end. This thing is nuts, okay? But these flying machines, they do look, they don't look too complicated. But I've had an idea for something, and I want to see if I can make it work. We're going to try this out. And the reason that I want to do this isn't because I don't like building complicated flying machines. I love building complicated flying machines. If there's no possibility that I'm going to get kicked from the server while I'm AFKing. See, you know, on the Hermitcraft server, whenever I'm at the witch farm, I tend to get kicked because things get a little bit laggy, and the issue is with flying machines, especially complicated ones, is if you leave the world and then unload the chunks, then reload the chunks, bad things can occasionally happen. For example, I've just relogged, and as you can see, the sequence of the flying machine has now changed, and instead of removing melons and pumpkins, it's actually removing the seeds, which would be quite frustrating if I'd actually built that on the server. So that is why I'm trying to come up with an alternative. Not because the design is bad, because the design is fantastic, is because I don't know if I can stay on the server when these things are running. Oh, and just to be clear, this isn't me complaining about being kicked from the Hermitcraft server often. Generally, I deserve it. So, I've come up with this rather odd-looking machine, which hopefully is going to function properly. Now, I'm not 100% certain, but we're going to give it a go. Okay, well, it's flying. Check that out. Now, I haven't really set up the end particularly well, so we'd have to do something like that, and then we'd have to cause an update to this one. No, oh god, no, that's made a mess. 10 minutes later, now we should be good to fly again. Yep, good. So that will go back across. and that would be crushing all of the melons and pumpkins that are there, whilst also leaving the plants as they should be. Now, I'm not certain, but if I... Okay, now I've moved the obsidian around. Now this thing is actually just a one single update system. But there are still tons of inefficiencies with this design, which I'm now going to try my best to work out. You may have noticed there was a strip of glowstone running down the center here, and that is an area that wasn't going to be harvested. But I think we can get something set up where we also have 2 pistons here, and then on the other side we have another one of these modules. So the whole point of this thing is obviously to make it so that it's easy to fix if it breaks. This is a really, really simple flying machine, even if it doesn't really look it. After a lot of development time, I'm really hoping that this works. Alright, after a little bit more development time... Oh, for goodness sake! Right, I reckon we're on to a winner here. That is what I'm talking about, my friends. There it is. The melon and pumpkin harvester. At least one half of it. And it's quite a long machine. So, yeah, we're going to have to go further along than that. But that has functioned. So now I've built it up completely. And it's looking really, really good. Now, this is a 9-block wide module right here. So I guess the next module would go 1 block further across. Unfortunately, we are going to lose just 1 line of this farm. But then we'll have an 18-block wide melon pumpkin farm traveling 160 blocks all the way across the bottom of our witch perimeter area there. And we're going to have 2 of them. So that means it's going to be, in total, 36 blocks wide, 160 blocks long. If anyone wants to do the maths on that, be my guest, because I'd be interested to know. In fact, I was so interested to know that I actually worked it out. It's 5,760 blocks. Now that I'm actually back on the Hermitcraft server, thank goodness for fire resistance potions, blimey, otherwise I would have just panicked myself out of the room. Give me a second. As I was saying, now that I'm actually back on the Hermitcraft server, I've thought about it, and I think just 2 modules will do, to be honest with you. So we're going to have 1 module on this side, 1 module on the other side, as opposed to the 4 that we already had planned. So we've halved the size of it, but it's still enormous. Like, it's so ridiculously massive and over the top. I think the issue is that ever since I've been on the Minecraft server, I've become desensitized to just regular big farms as opposed to ridiculous big farms. And that right there is the first one all completed. So there we go. We have basically got ourselves a giant runway going all the way through the middle of this area here. So if we take off, I mean, how is this going to look? If we fly up to the top, it's going to look pretty crazy. Yeah, this is going to look really cool. I mean, part of me thinks, wouldn't it be really cool to have like a crisscross? But then we'd have flying machines flying past one another, and I feel like that could be dangerous. Yeah, no, we don't want to have a crash. Okay, so that's that one done. We need to do the one on this side, and that is considerably more lava-y. But it is now all in place. So we have got ourselves 2 of these platforms making their way right the way across. So that is everything outlined and ready to start being built, to be quite frankly honest with you. I mean, we've got all of the rails to put in, we've got all the dirt to put in, we've got all of the actual pumpkins and melons to put in, and then we have all the glass to put around it, and then the flying machines to build, and also all the storage systems and all of the item transportation systems. So it is, there's a lot left to do, but it's a start and we know what we're doing, and I personally am really, really excited for this. And it's also got me thinking, I mean, we have so much space in here, and it's already quite ugly to start off with. This could be the first of many industrial farms that we build in this area. Let me know your thoughts to that down in the comment section. But anyway, unfortunately, that is actually all I've got time for today. I hope that you enjoyed this episode on the Hermitcraft server. If you did, please drop that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.